Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're the advisors, and we were tackling challenge 4, which was natural language processing on lessons learned data. So there's a big problem in the industry, not just construction, oil and gas, every industry, to be honest, with poorly managed lessons learned. So nobody actually takes the lessons they learned from that particular project and take it forward. There's a number of reasons for that. It's usually done at the end, when project teams are disbanded. We've got unstructured information collected usually in very poor quality, and typically it's just a box-ticking exercise. Information is usually lost at the end, so it's very difficult to try and draw any conclusions. But obviously our challenge was to try and find what insights we can extract from the unstructured lessons learned data, which is what we've managed to do.
So solutions, what did we do? We found similarities between the lessons learned and grouped them into categories using Google Universal Sentence Encoder and k-means clustering. We created a functioning database to search for similar lessons learned based on their user input and found keywords in the lessons learned to see common themes and issues using TF, IDF in TensorFlow. So this is all done mostly in Python with a bit of website and Tableau. Okay.
So we have a live web-based demonstration that we can show you.
Could you use the mic, please? Thanks.
Yeah. So what we've done is we put together a quick website that interrogates the AI system that we put together. We've got a simple portal where you can type in a description of the project that you're running. So our example here is we're going to build a rocket. That will then in turn go behind the scenes. It will load up the API, load up the AI or the training models and whatnot. And in a minute.
But I could explain how it's working. So it's using the Google Universal Sentence Encoder, which essentially embeds the sentence in a vector space. So sentences that are near each other in the vector space are similar, in theory. So yeah, it takes a while. So these are the, yeah, do you want to?
So what we're saying here is the top lesson learnt on similar projects was that the requirements were too spread out. What we'd look to do on the next iteration of this is be able to expand on it and then bring up more details of the actual log instances that were made on that particular report. We are also showing kind of similar projects that had related incidents as well. And we can order those and we can give these scores so that people can see how well that relates to the project that they're currently doing. And if we carry on. So what we're seeing here is a bubble diagram showing the keyword clustering. So we can see what projects kind of failed on or what keywords came out as a result of all the lessons learned. And we're able to order those and sort them out. So you can see the most common lesson learned was the project might have been a failure, or there was a problem with the mission statement or the design. And we're able to show that quite easily on these charts.
To explain it. So this uses the TensorFlow TF IDF, which basically takes the number of times it comes up in the sentence minus the total number of times it comes up in the whole document. Yeah, so this is a NASA one, so you can see all space and flight in it, which is quite cool. So the next one, this is kind of a combination of everything. So this is using the Universal Sentence Encoder and the TF IDF. And we use the Universal Sentence Encoder to cluster, and then use k-means to cluster into 3 groups. And so 3 different types of lessons learned. And you can see here that the algorithm has grouped it into kind of like software issues, sort of security, cloud, corporate, and then here we've got time, sticking to time, development issues, and then over in the corner we've got stuff like cost and delivery and consultants. So you can see it has actually separated it quite well into 3 different projects. So why was this innovative? It used cutting-edge AI machine learning from Google, and it's a different approach to obtain useful insights from lessons learned.
So this was supposed to be my cue, yeah, but yeah. We think we can pick it up and take it somewhere, and that's the plan. We're going, but the only thing that we really found was it's extremely difficult to work from, obviously, unstructured data, and we'd need a minimum template, which would we'd need a template which requires minimum information. So that's the plan. what we would do is use the unstructured data. However, the biggest lesson learned is going forward, and if we start a new project, would be to set a template first. And it's not, we don't expect to have every single detail in there, but there has to be minimal requirements.
So in conclusion, we see potential for this kind of work. We are suggesting next 3 steps are to use positive and negative analysis of text and refine how we classify categories, keywords, etc., and working with industry to understand what is the minimum amount of data we have to collect. It has to be something agile to be able to work.